What if we could bring extinct creatures back to life? Imagine it. Majestic woolly mammoths thundering across the Siberian tundra, ferocious saber-toothed cats stalking through ancient forests. The titans that once ruled the earth returned. Modern science is inching closer to making this a reality every single day. Genetic engineering, cloning technology, the tools are nearly in our hands. But as we stand on this precipice of scientific revolution, we have to stop and ask a much harder question. It's not about whether we can do it. It's about whether we should. Every species that has ever lived on this planet belonged to a specific time, a specific climate, and a finely tuned ecosystem. Think about it. The world of the mammoth was a world of ice sheets, vast frozen plains, and plants that no longer exist in the same abundance. Saber-toothed cats hunted prey that have been gone for millennia. These creatures were perfectly adapted for a world that is now just a distant memory, buried under layers of rock and ice. Their environment is gone. The air they breathed had a different composition. The temperatures were radically different. The very ground they walked on has changed. So, bringing them back wouldn't be a restoration of nature. It would be an invasion. It would be like taking a character from a historical novel and dropping them into a science fiction blockbuster. They wouldn't fit, wouldn't belong, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Our modern ecosystems are already incredibly fragile, teetering on a delicate balance that we barely understand. We've seen it time and time again. Introduce one invasive species, a rabbit in Australia, a snake in Guam, the entire system can unravel. Now imagine introducing a 12-ton mammoth into a modern forest. What does it eat? How much does it eat? What native species will it outcompete for resources, pushing them toward extinction? Imagine a pack of saber-toothed cats, apex predators from another age, suddenly let loose in North America. Our modern deer, our bison, our bears, they have no evolutionary experience with a hunter like that. They wouldn't stand a chance. Introducing a predator of that magnitude could trigger a trophic cascade, a domino effect that collapses entire food chains from the top down. We could inadvertently wipe out dozens of species just by trying to bring back one. It's the ultimate ecological gamble, and we're betting with a stacked deck against us. We think we're playing God, but we might just be playing the fool. Disrupting a balance we can't hope to restore once it's broken. But the danger isn't just about what these creatures could do. It's also about what they carry inside them. Ancient animals didn't just have teeth and claws. They were living, breathing ecosystems of their own. They carried ancient bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Pathogens that our modern world has never seen. These are microbes that have been frozen in time, locked away in permafrost and fossilized remains for hundreds of thousands, even millions of years. Our immune systems and the immune systems of every living animal on Earth today have absolutely no defense against them. We have no natural resistance, no memory of these ancient threats. When we talk about reviving a mammoth, we're not just bringing back one animal. We're potentially opening a Pandora's box of ancient diseases. Think about the global chaos caused by recent pandemics. Now, imagine a virus that is completely alien to our biology. A disease for which we have no cure, no vaccine, and no understanding of how it spreads or what it does. The revival of an extinct species could inadvertently trigger a global biological crisis, a plague straight out of the prehistoric past. I think the risk isn't just ecological. It's a direct threat to human health on a planetary scale. We could be so focused on the majestic creature standing before us that we miss the invisible killer it carries within. And this brings us to the human element, the ethical storm at the heart of this whole idea. If we bring these animals back, who is responsible for them? Who owns a resurrected species? A corporation, government, a team of scientists. What happens when a cloned mammoth escapes its enclosure and wanders into a town? Who is liable for the damage? Who pays the price when a revived predator attacks livestock, or even worse, a human? These aren't just hypothetical questions. They are the inevitable, messy realities we would face. History has given us a very clear and often brutal lesson. Humanity struggles to wisely manage the nature we already have. We drive species to extinction through our own carelessness. We fail to control invasive species we ourselves introduce, and we often prioritize profit over ecological health. What makes us think we suddenly have the wisdom to manage creatures from a lost world? This isn't just about scientific capability. It's about moral maturity. Having the power to do something doesn't automatically grant us the wisdom to do it correctly. And power without wisdom has always led to disaster. We would be creating life forms that have no natural place in the world, and then claiming dominion over them, a recipe for suffering on all sides. Extinction is a profound tragedy. Every time a species vanishes, the world becomes a little poorer, a little less wondrous. The desire to reverse that, to undo our mistakes, or simply to see these magnificent beasts with our own eyes, is completely understandable. It's a powerful, almost primal urge. But resurrection without foresight, without a deep and humble understanding of the consequences, could be infinitely more catastrophic than the extinction itself. Some doors, once you open them, can never be closed again. Some mistakes are too big to fix. The past shaped the earth we live on today, and we should study it, learn from it, and respect it. But our future, the future of our planet, and every species on it, depends entirely on the choices we make right now. We must choose wisdom over arrogance, caution over reckless ambition. The ghosts of the ancient world should serve as a warning, not a blueprint. Let's focus on protecting the incredible biodiversity we still have, before we try to reclaim the worlds we have lost. Thanks for watching.